Listen, baby. I'm not funny like Jeff. I'm not smart like girls. I'm not fat like Bernie. I'm not an actor like Joe. I'm not a douchebag like Jack. But I got that drunk tank.
What an awesome beginning to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Griffin.
Nice big yawn.
It was calming music.
You're obviously very excited to be here. Are we inconveniencing you?
No, it's just the music was sleepy.
Listen, Griffin's too big for us now. She was number one on Reddit all night, so she's moved on to bigger and better things.
I'm just thinking about that poor guy. How many hours he spent learning to play guitar, learning to sing, honing his craft, and making that song.
Griffin shits on his dreams.
And the girl just yawn.
Music, I guess.
Well, he knew what he was doing.
What was he trying to do?
He did this nice little sleepy song. He wasn't trying to be high energy, wake you up kind of music.
I don't think I've ever heard an artist say, "I'm going for sleepy."
Yeah,
I knew what I was doing.
Okay, I'm very sorry.
I'm gonna knock these girls out.
They call my music Rohypnol rock.
Bernie, can I ask you, why are you throwing knives this morning?
I'm not throwing knives. I was trying to handle my knife, and that turned into a juggling act. And then I realized, why am I trying to catch a knife that I'm fumbling around? And so I just let it go, and then it fell to my feet. But it didn't stab anything, so mission accomplished.
There you go.
My pocket knife is gross. It's got a bunch of stuff all over it.
Like dried blood and DNA.
That would be cool. No, it's got just gunk on it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I did with it. So
gross.
Trying to clean it. Griffin was looking at me like, well, watching me try to clean my knife. She's like,
well, who brings a knife? You bring your knife to the podcast. I can't make fun of you at all today. You're sitting next to me.
I have a pocket knife.
You're in stabbing range.
We were talking about it yesterday. I used to be able to carry my knife on a plane because the blade was, the rule was it has to be smaller than your palm. And now that's completely gone.
I think there was an actual measurement, right? It was 2 or 3 inches or something like that?
That's what I remember, too. It was like a rule of thumb. It was smaller than your palm. But I always wondered, Andre the Giant must be able to carry a fucking machete on a plane and be okay.
A Bowie knife,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Manute Bol,
But honestly, if Andre the Giant wanted to cause trouble on an airplane, he wouldn't really need a knife.
That's true.
You could just take a dump.
Anybody want a peanut? Do you think there's a guy who's so big that if you saw him at the gate, you would actually be nervous based on his size to be on a plane with him? Andre the Giant seems like he's too big for a plane.
I would be nervous that that person would sit next to me, knowing my luck. That person bought one ticket, and they're going to fucking spill over into every seat in that row.
Have you ever been on planes where the plane is so empty
yes,
that they'll ask you, they'll redistribute the weight on the plane and be like, sir, could you move to the right? The plane's a little too left-heavy. I wonder if Andre the Giant ever got on a plane, if they would be like, you 7 rows now have to move to the left.
Yeah, just sit on each other's laps.
Yeah, we're a little giant heavy on the right.
I don't have a problem when they do that rebalancing the plane. The problem I've got is that they don't try to hide what they're doing.
Right.
They actively tell you, we're trying to distribute the weight more evenly on the plane by putting more people on the left side. I want that abstracted from me. I don't want to know that.
Do you think
it's that delicate?
I guess the pilot's up there going, we're pulling a little bit to the right. Must be a big headwind.
It should also be a requirement that if the captain ever comes on the PA system and says the plane, we're waiting because we have the mechanical crew out here and they're working on a problem for us, they should tell exactly what the problem is.
I agree completely.
You want to hear it's a windshield wiper.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it's a hydraulic leak or something like that.
They're going to give us an extra can of hydraulic fluid. We're going to have to put it in mid-flight.
Turns out, it's the first time I ever worked with this co-pilot. Turns out neither of us know how to fly the fucking plane. It's never come up before.
We've both been winging it. Okay, sorry, that's terrible.
Boy, that pilot's a shitty comedian, isn't he? Yeah.
He's got to do Anyway. So you were number 1 on Reddit, Griffin, your Left 4 Dead door.
Uh-huh.
Congratulations.
We were
number 1.
The company was.
We were. Okay.
The Rooster Teeth
We're
family.
taking credit for that. I was number 1 on Reddit.
Well, I mean...
Listen now, she says we.
No, I made it, but I would never have made it if it hadn't been asked to make it by y'all.
How long did it take you to make that door?
It's hard to say because we've had so much work, production work that I've been working on, costumes, props, sets, that kind of thing. So I would start working on it, and then we'd film something, so I'd be busy all day doing that. So it's hard to say exactly how long it took.
It took you about 3 weeks.
Yeah, but if I broke it down, it would probably have only taken like 3 days.
Okay.
2 or 3 days.
You're very inefficient, is what I'm hearing.
Well, apparently.
Like most employees at most jobs, you got to stretch out your work over as long of a period of time as possible to make it look like you're busy.
One time, I was really worried about being efficient, but it was like a contract job, and I blew through it. It was so fast. But then I only got paid for like a few days' work when I could have just done it not have been impressive and gotten a lot more money out of it. So I've learned my lesson.
So is that what you're doing with us?
No, I
You're
mean,
like Scotty from Star Trek?
Wait, if it's a contract gig, aren't you incented to finish it faster?
but this is when I was younger and I was working hourly. I didn't make it. It wasn't
For
a
contract?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was like a temporary job that I was being paid hourly for, and I should have been smarter about it.
What was the job?
I think I was driving rake.
What does that
You know
mean?
what?
Nobody knows what that means.
You're driving a rake?
It's like a small combine,
Oh, okay. Like doing
field
like
work.
farm work.
Yeah, I was in farm work.
What were you raking?
Hay or some kind of. It was hay
Really?
or grass. No, it was grass. There's a lot of grass seed in Oregon, so I think it was a grass seed field.
I think you're a lot more of a man than I am.
No, I
learning.
grew up in the country, so
Yeah.
that's the kind of jobs I were.
No, I agree with Jeff. So let me ask you this: when a farmer decides to grow hay, has he just given up? That's it? Like, do the other farmers make fun of him? It's like, yeah, I just grow hay. That's all I do.
I don't know about that, but I do. Well, it's some.
I would think hay's very important.
Yeah, my grandfather grew up. He had a bunch of like cows
Hay
and
is
horses.
for horses.
Yeah, you got to feed the animals.
So
Feed the people.
it was
if
like-
you don't have that initial thing, we don't eat.
Okay,
Yeah.
but let's be honest here. I mean, really isn't,
some
isn't hay just dried plants? I mean, isn't that a fancy word for just stuff I cut down and let dry out?
Yeah, but
I
you'd
would
say the
rather-
same for like tobacco or anything.
I would rather eat beef than corn, so I respect the hay farmer more than the corn farmer.
You would rather eat beef than corn.
I
Okay.
agree.
So the hay farmer is like
Well, they
up there at number one in
they
my
feed
in
cows
my, in my
corn
list.
now.
They feed them corn?
Yeah.
Okay, corn's number 2 then.
They
it's like
feed
right
them.
up there also.
It's even worse. They feed them corn that's inedible to humans.
And it gives them these weird holes in it. Anyway, I don't
So
know.
what?
Yeah,
Cows eat grass. Grass isn't edible to humans.
maybe you.
Tons of animals eat stuff that's inedible to humans.
Well, the thing is, cows are designed to eat grass, so it doesn't like create these weird intestinal dysfunctional like hole things that they have to like dig out and give them antibiotics
Cow
for.
diverticulitis?
Yeah, the substandard
Yeah.
corn that they feed to
Yeah.
cows.
It's like hurting the cows.
And there's nothing worse than when you get a bad cow intestine sandwich.
yeah.
I really can't stand those. But it doesn't seem like the overall purpose of a cow is to take things that are inedible and turn them into tasty meat. I mean, that is the exact function of a cow.
And refreshing milk.
Do you, like, we eat grass by proxy, right? Because the cows eat the grass and then we eat the cows.
Yeah. I think, speaking of milk, I think I read an article this week that talked about these guys who developed a machine for use on dairy farms that automatically milks cows. Like, when cows want to be milked, they walk up to this machine. The machine milks them. Then when they're done, the cows walk away on their own. It's like an autonomous milking machine.
I hope there's a lot of warning signs around that machine so you don't actually stumble into its grasping area.
Just don't, whatever you do, don't get drunk around the machine. or listen to our intro song from this week, because you'll be in a lot of pain.
I guess farmers, there's not a lot of YouTube videos where pranking, where like they take a dude, like they push him near the machine, or like they bring the machine into his room when he's sleeping.
Oh, God.
But one of my favorite, like, first things I ever saw from Japanese TV was Gus showed me a video where it was one of these Japanese prank shows, and they would go into the rooms where people were sleeping, like normal citizens, and they would wheel a cannon into their room while they're sleeping, and they would fire this cannon in their bedroom, and people would freak the fuck out.
That's awesome.
Do you remember that, Gus?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. I think it was you who showed it to me. It was either you or Ray who showed that to me.
No, that's great. No, that was definitely me. You know me and my love for Japanese videos that you sometimes love and sometimes hate.
Oh,
We had a funny experience with that where somebody recounted telling us their favorite video, which was your favorite video of the chairs rocketing down the ski slope, and Jeff and I were less than impressed.
We were nonplussed.
Yeah.
We were nonplussed. What does that mean, nonplussed?
You've been
You were
using that.
negative.
That's been your word lately. Like this week, you've said it several times.
That's
Did
not
you-
true.
Did you read it somewhere recently? Get reminded about it?
No.
Wow, look at this.
No. I'm not saying that you don't
two
know
wanna
the
be
word.
alone?
That's the first time I've said it in 4 years.
No, you said it to me yesterday.
I did not.
I swear that you said
What
it
are you
to me
doing remembering
yesterday.
every goddamn thing I say?
I'm sorry that I listened to you.
You can't. You know what you should learn to remember? How about this? You guys want to hear a funny story about how we started our day off today?
Yes. This conversation has me very plussed, by the way.
Double plus.
Griffin and I play a funny game every morning where when
I can only imagine where this is going.
Every night before we go to bed, I set the awesome new alarm system we have in our house, thanks to the break-in that I paid for. And every night I set the house to home, which means we can walk around if the motion sensors are off, but the doors are secured.
Right.
And every morning, I turn it off, or if Griffin gets up before me, Griffin, just for whatever reason, ambles outside, and the alarm goes beep, 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 until I run out of bed and turn it off. I have 30 seconds to turn it off before the cops come. Well, this morning, she did it to me while I was in the shower, so I didn't hear the beeping.
I'm still getting used to it.
Still getting used to it. And so we got to meet our neighborhood police.
No.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm hoping
Were
they
you still in
don't
the
charge
shower
us.
when you get to meet him?
No, I refused.
No, he was like, well, I don't have my clothes on, so you deal with it. I'm like, okay.
I'm not the one that set the fucking alarm off.
I'm sorry.
So-
Well, we should all try to remember that in the morning.
Yeah, we
and it's
should.
not like you forgot about the alarm yesterday too, and you were like jumping over like objects.
Did the
to
alarm
get to
go
it in
off?
time. No, you made it.
I made it.
You don't really need to remember it. You just have to know when it starts beeping. That's what that is.
Well,
Yeah.
when you're outside, it's hard to hear the beeping.
What do you mean
I guess.
how do you go out the door? Do you like go dive through a window?
Yeah.
Or is it-
You open the door and it goes beep, beep.
I'm very fast. No,
Okay.
because it does beep beep every time you open the door anyway. So you get used to that sound.
Well, won't that
It would
trigger
remind you of the alarm.
Oh, shit. This is the first time we've left the house in the morning? Anyway, the
I
police...
thought about it, and I came back in. I'm like, oh yeah, the alarm's going off.
Yeah.
You're such an asshole.
Monty does the
not
same thing, by the way. We've had an alarm since we've had a business, essentially, and it's been set off, I think, 6 times by 3 different people total. Like, the same people set it off more than once.
Have the police come out yet to check on it?
Yes, they have.
2
They
of those
come-
3 people were Joel.
They call every time. Joel had the most amazing one, because there's 45 seconds after you arm the alarm to get out the door.
Yeah.
At the old office, you remember the one in Congress?
Yes.
The alarm is literally... I mean, you could stand in the door and reach it.
You
It's
can touch
about
the
40
door and the alarm.
Easy. It's like 48 inches away from the door. I never understood why. We got a call from the alarm company that the alarm was going off, so I called the office, and Joel was there, and you could hear the alarm still going off in the background. I don't know how, but he set the alarm and couldn't make it 2.5 feet out the door. When I never got a straight story out of him what happened.
He said there just wasn't enough time.
Yeah, he was just like, he was very upset about it and said, look, it's hard. It's really hard. It's like, what's hard about it? It's like, I can't talk about it. And I never figured out what happened.
It's not
I
even.
still wanna know
It's
what
not
happened.
even a knob. It's a push bar. It was a push bar to get out that door. So it's not like you have to turn anything. Your
You
hands
have
could
to,
be
like,
full.
walk toward
You could
it.
just lean up to the door and it would open.
The door's going to do all the work for you. I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast, but Joel usually gets to the office pretty early, or at least at the old office he did.
Yes.
And I'm usually the first person in the office, but like Joel and I would switch back and forth. And so he would never know if he was the first person coming in or not in the morning, and he's very scared of that alarm. And so anytime I would get in the office first and then I'd hear the front door open, I would walk over to the top of the stairs to see who was coming in, to see if it was Matt or Joel. And invariably, anytime it was Joel would walk up to the alarm and stare at it, fixated, for about, I'm going to guess, 2 minutes. And I would just see, like, how long is he going to stare at that alarm? Hey, I don't know what he's waiting for, waiting to see if it's going to go off or if he has to push a button. But it would take him a good 2 minutes to realize that he wasn't the first person coming in and that there was somebody, that the alarm wasn't going to do anything because obviously somebody else was upstairs. And I would just be like, Joel, everything okay? He'd go, yeah. And then walk up the stairs.
That's pretty good.
That alarm would play a nasty trick on you, though, too, because the downstairs alarm pad was wireless.
Yeah.
And so you'd have to kind of turn it on. You'd have to hit one button first to turn
Yeah.
it on and then do your business with the alarm and turn the alarm off. But then the thing with the keypad downstairs would shut itself off. And it would shut itself off with a beep. So you think everything was okay. You'd be walking up the stairs, and halfway up the stairs, which was exactly the amount of time it took to shut it down to save its batteries, you'd hear beep. Like it's like fucking with you. It was just fucking with you as you're trying to get away. But the same thing, too. Whenever I'm in the office alone, I always, and when I'm leaving and someone else is the only person left that I'm leaving, I always set the alarm that lets you, it arms all the outside stuff, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that it sets the alarm. And I do that for Monty all the time. And when I was sleeping at the office during Crunch, during that period, I had the same thing where I'd go over and it seemed like they'd come in and they'd be perplexed. They'd see me in there, but the alarm would be, cueing them to turn it off. And it was always like, Joel would be like, what's happening? Like, am I still sleeping?
I think those of us who spend a lot of time in the Buda office were used to that, though. With the cats, we had to, with Finch the cat, we had to always leave the alarm on, but the motion sensor off.
Right.
So
Part of the reason why we had to get rid of the cat is so we could have motion sensors.
Well,
Yeah.
our cats don't set it off.
Ours is rated for a large dog.
Oh, so
Yeah,
if we get a
on
dog,
motion
that's something
sensor.
we have to...
So
You're giving me vital
you,
information.
yeah,
about
you're
security
telling
guys.
people to train cats to rob your house. That's all the information we need.
If you can train a cat, then maybe you deserve it.
A cat or a 2-year-old?
I saw this, we live by that Cherrywood Coffee House in Austin.
Yeah.
And the other day I was driving by it, and I saw a giant trailer that said, like, cat acrobats. And I guess it was like this troupe of acrobatic cats that tour around, doing acrobatics. That sounds like the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
I think the opposite. I think it sounds like the coolest thing ever, but we found out through some other friends of ours who also wanted to go that the cats don't do like trapeze artist shit. It's literally like walking a straight line.
Well, that's for a
Stop.
cat, I mean, it's kind of impressive.
It's not fun to watch, though.
Yeah, actually, but I had another friend say that it was cool and that she saw it with her daughter and that it was cool. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there's some controversy over the cat acrobat.
If anyone knows, you can.
We're going to have to take this one to YouTube.
Yeah, there's only one return for cat acrobat. I'll have to see if I can find some better links for the link dump on that.
Oh, speaking of getting back to security and knives, did you guys see the Adam Savage post on Reddit about the blades or whatever that he got? Like that they'd searched him, but they missed like his, I don't know, like foot-long
His
blades.
12-inch blades. Can I tell you guys a funny story about that? When Griffin's Left 4 Dead door, or when the Rooster Teeth Left 4 Dead door hit Reddit last night, we were right behind Adam Savage, who we all met a couple weeks ago and was a really, really nice guy.
He's really cool.
And had a nice conversation with him about books and stuff. Nice guy.
I don't have a strong opinion.
Griffin was... you liked him. Griffin was spent the entire night refreshing browsers going, fucking Adam Savage, I gotta get ahead of him. I gotta get ahead of that fucking Adam Savage. As soon as I get, and then it was like you won the fucking World Series when your news post topped his.
Yeah, way to make me sound lame. Thank you.
So another rockin' night at the Ramsey house.
Yeah, it was pretty
refreshing
crazy.
Reddit.
You did very naturally bring him up suddenly during the podcast.
That's true.
No, because I actually thought it was kind of interesting. I've been into the whole TSA business, and it was
You
just
just
sort of,
want the invasive
oh,
search.
shut up.
Are we making fun of Griffin? Can I go now?
Yeah, go
okay,
for it.
great. We went out the other night. We had some guys in town. We actually... Can I be coy about this and say we're doing a week of team-ups with another internet group, another video internet group?
Starting Monday.
Yeah, Monday. We're doing a series of videos with some other guys that we really like online.
Yes.
And so it was their last night in town, and we were trying to decide where to go. And Griffin decided to pick the place, which was, what's that place by your house?
Spider House.
A Spider House. So it's a coffee house.
Where you met Brandon.
It wasn't that I decided to pick a place. It was that we were all done shooting, and I was like, hey, do you guys want to get a drink after this? They were like, yeah, that sounds good. And I was
They specifically, we want to get some booze, but we're also kind of hungry, so we can go
And I
somewhere that
know-
has booze and food.
And I know that one of the people involved does not drink. So I was like, well, where's a place we can go and still hang out, and it's not just a bar, and there's food. So, and I remember, you weren't even there, Bernie.
I wasn't there. I had to go to a third grader's play, and so I had to step away from production and go back later. And so I was meeting up with these guys. So we go to Spider House, Gus, and it's a coffee house, but you have to park about 8 blocks away from it and walk because...
Yeah, Spider House does have bad parking.
Well, it's also right by the campus, which has notoriously horrific parking. In fact, everywhere you go, there's like a billion signs of where you can park and when you can park. During like a lunar solstice, on a Friday, then you can park in the spot from 6 to 7 p.m. So we go to this place. You would have loved it, Gus. I wish you to come out and come do it because essentially we were drinking coffee in the hollowed out fuselage of an airplane, like that was cut in half, and then there were fire dancers all around us.
Nice.
And they were like juggling fiery balls and like occasionally dropping them, and they were rolling over to us and things like that. So it looked a lot like the California Dreamin' set from the Tupac video.
You missed it. Actually, you left right before this really cute girl with a flaming hula hoop started. And she...
Flaming hula hoop?
Yeah, but she dropped her hula hoop and it almost hit Brandon's girlfriend. Like it was like a foot away from her head.
So what you're describing is an awesome night.
No.
It sounds like you showed those people who aren't from Austin a really cool Austin experience.
It's nothing like Austin at all.
Well, the problem is these people had only been exposed to South Park Meadows, and that was their idea of Austin, like a big chain
they got to
mall.
Austin. You guys were like, "Hey, let's show you guys Cracker Barrel."
Yeah, like because we were so
the
busy
best
working.
of Austin.
We were so busy.
She picked Cracker Barrel.
I did
I
not.
picked Cracker Barrel because it was 3 p.m. and I didn't want to fucking wait another hour to eat. We were there. We were across the street. I get pissed off when I don't eat. I get in a very bad mood. It was 3 o'clock and you're like, why don't we drive 45 minutes and go eat in another town? I was like, fuck that. We're going to Cracker Barrel because it's across the fucking street. I'm not waiting. No.
We had to drive
No,
home.
fuck you.
We had to drive home.
That was a drive. We were right there, like 5 minutes away from food, and I'm gonna fucking eat at 3 p.m. That's all there is to it.
We still had to get in our cars and drive back to our office. We could eat anywhere along the way. We didn't have to.
We would have had to wait.
It's true.
To be fair, I hear that our
Frankie.
friends that were here the whole time, they were at the place, were going, we're really hungry. Can we just get some food
And
now?"
then we were walking around, and they were like, "Are we going to eat anytime soon? 'Cause we're really hungry." I was like, "Bernie wants to drive 45 minutes to go eat."
Also, as much as you're trying to make me seem like an asshole here because I suggested we go to Spider House, and you piped in, I sent you a text to be nice. I was like, "Hey, Bernie, we're going here. I know you're about done. Do you want to meet us there?" And you're like, you send a text to Max like, "Hey, let's go somewhere else entirely because I want to go here."
Here's the genesis. Here's what this boils down to. Bernie wanted to take him to out of the blue. Bernie goes, "No, we're all going to go to Gordo's."
No,
and the
that's not
guys
true.
go,
That's not true. I got texted by other people saying, "Hey, we're trying to figure out a place to go." I got text right here. It fucking records my text. And they said, "Where do you want to go?" And I said, "Why don't we take him to Gordo's?" They said, "That's a great idea." Here's what was told to me. That everyone was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Gordo's place?" And all the other guys were like, "Yeah, we definitely want to go to Gordo's." And then Griffin turned around like this. Everybody goes, "I guess we're going to Spider House."
Well, I can't hide when I'm pissed off, and I probably was pissed off.
For the post-apocalyptic jamboree. That's
However,
I will say that
we had already selected Spider House way before the conversation even began.
Gordo's came up as we were walking out the door to go to Spider House.
And other people can confirm that.
And
while you guys talk about how much great Spider House is, I'm going to play the music from Spider House. This is actually recorded from the event.
I heard.
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep talking.
I'm just going to enjoy
an
it.
industry party. So I'm working on this new game.
I also heard.
Wait, now you're on fire.
I also heard 2 of the 3 people asked not to go to Gordo's because they didn't want to eat donuts for dinner.
Yeah, they rode with me in the car, and they were like, "I just want something green. Like,
So
I
they
cannot
were like,
eat donuts for dinner."
please don't make us eat donuts for dinner. Also, there's no booze at the donut store, and we want booze. What?
Loud music
But
invalidates any argument.
I learned something about you, though. Like, you showed up, and you parked eight blocks away, so you could show up, not face the crowd, turn around, and it texted Jeff about how much you can't stand my choices the entire night.
Here's what it all boils down to.
You weren't talking to anybody. You were totally facing away from them. You were acting like a child.
Here's what it all boils down to.
That's not true at all.
Here's
Total lie.
exactly what it boils down to. These guys are 25, 26, young dudes. They wanted to go someplace where other people that were born in their decade go to. First of all, we want to show them, their age range. Spider House is perfect for that. Secondly,
there's eye-candy
Bernie
cute girls.
is simultaneously 65 and 5 at the same time. He's yelling, "Get off my lawn, you damn dirty hippies." And at the same time, he's throwing a temper tantrum because he didn't get to go to fucking dinner donuts.
Eat dinner donuts.
You guys are spinning this entirely wrong.
And I saw the whole thing happening, and I volunteered to stay home and babysit Millie.
I want to throw something out there. I think you guys secretly might be hipsters, and you might not realize
It's not secretly at all. I'm sorry. I like cool things. I like watching cool people do cool things. I'm sorry.
Someone just came out of the hipster closet.
By the way,
there's
speaking
no
of
fucking
hipsters,
closet. I think that people that dress cool and do fun things, listen to fun music, go see fire dancing shows, I'd much rather do that than eat a fucking donut.
Bernie wanted to, by
Amateur
the
fire
way,
dancing
wanted to
shows.
go to hipster Mecca, which is fucking donut dinner.
Oh, is that true? Is it a hipster's place?
Oh, come on. Austin Trailers? That's like the hippest of the
Yeah.
hip.
You wanted to go to a trailer?
Gus, back me up.
That is kind of true.
Oh
I
my
will back that
God.
up.
I can actually make it worse. After Gordo's, I wanted to go to Highball.
Well, there you go.
That's
That's
arguably.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's right next to that, and that they've already seen that part of town. That was the other part of town they'd seen, other than the South Park Meadows chain stores. So we went to a different part of town.
I love Alamo and Highball, and I love the leagues and everything that those guys do. But I'm going to go on record as saying Highball is the coolest place with the douchiest crowd in Austin.
It is a very hipster.
Yeah, it's a really shame about the people who go there.
It really is. I love the Highball to death. Just don't want to touch anybody in there.
But it is kind of hard when you go for a theme of some kind. When you do it, it just becomes kind of a scene.
Locked into that theme,
in a way,
yeah.
It's kind of hard to avoid that kind of crowd in Austin, though.
Yeah, definitely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to just hang out in a part of town that just doesn't have that thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like South Park Meadows and Cracker
Right,
Barrel.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you go to Cracker Barrel, you're fine.
By the way, when we went to Cracker Barrel, Gus ordered the dumplings with a side of dumplings.
Chicken and dumplings with a side of dumplings. That's how hungry I was. I was delusional. I didn't realize what I was doing.
He always does that dumb shit. Like, do you remember back in the day when we worked in Buda, we would go to TGI Fridays, and he would order the cheeseburger that had the fried cheese ring on top of it, and you'd get it with a side of queso
And then
for dipping.
It was a cheeseburger with fried mozzarella on it, like a
Yeah.
patty of fried mozzarella, not even the sticks. It completely covered the burger. And then it had cheese on top of that, and then it had a bowl of melted cheese that he would dip it into. What was that
he would
called?
order on request.
What was that thing called?
I have no idea.
God.
It was like the ultimate fried cheeseburger, or fried cheese cheeseburger, something like that.
What's called the life limiter.
Yeah, it's
But
like
you know what? That's like 4 years ago he ordered that, or 5 years ago. That day I probably, depending on the day of the week, I probably had like a chicken salad that day. He still underweighs me by like 80 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like a 5 year, 6 year history of him just ordering garbage and me making my intermittent attempts to be healthy, and it still hasn't made a bit of difference. That makes me sad.
yeah.
It says Star Wars snacks. Isn't that what you say you have?
What's that?
Star Wars snacks. That's what you're into these days. The
Yeah,
little-
Star Wars snacks?
We had at my house we had a shoot one day for the title sequence. You guys were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I provided craft service while they were at my house, and I have 2 young children, so we had Capri Sun and Star Wars gummy snacks.
So it's
we did. Those were good.
Liquid
Yeah, they're
sugar
really good.
and chewy sugar.
That new Capri Sun you have, it's like Capri Sun, but it's water. But it's really good water.
Yeah, it's like water with like cherry flavoring in it.
Yeah, it's fucking
I
awesome.
think they're called Surfers or something like that.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
I highly recommend this part of the podcast brought to you. Capri Sun Surfers. Ride the wave.
Raging water.
Right. So World of Warcraft turned 6 years old this week.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Seems older.
6 years old, and to celebrate, they destroyed the world yesterday.
Did they do the Cataclysm thing?
Yeah, the Sundering happened yesterday.
You know,
let's get our counts back.
not to get off the subject of WoW because that's a cool game, but the Xbox 360 turned 5 this week as well.
Yes, Xbox 360 turned 5.
And man, it doesn't. First of all, neither one of those seems like it's been around that long.
No,
both of them seem like they've been around longer than that. Sorry.
Xbox 360 feels like it's been around like 3 years to me.
That's a long time for a console,
It
5
is.
years.
5
I
years.
almost cannot remember gaming on my Xbox anymore at this point. It seems like such a distant memory.
Yeah.
No, it's so weird.
Since the 360 swept in and enriched all of our lives.
But and tied into the World of Warcraft talk, I was going to mention that we found out that there is an NPC in Cataclysm called Griff.
And where does he live?
He lives in the Twilight Highlands.
But what's the town called? It's called Blood Gulch.
Yeah.
And a town called Blood Gulch. And he gives you a daily quest to bring him food.
And he says, put food in my mouth.
He's like, I think his quest text is, bring some to my mouth, talking about food.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Was there another RBB reference in WoW at one point, or am I maybe misremembering?
I don't know, not that I can
know.
remember. So go visit Griff. I think he's with the Horde.
So last week it was Red Dead Redemption. This week it's WoW. That's pretty cool.
Did you guys know anything about that before it came out?
I think it just came out in patch 4.01.
Yeah.
Have you been playing, Gus?
No, I haven't, but I'm gonna
What?
I'm gonna make a new character when Cataclysm comes out on the 7th. Like everything's so changed now that I'm gonna redo everything. Like I need to redo 1 to 85 at this point.
We
like
should
I don't
do
want
that,
to
too.
start at
Yeah.
just 80 because I feel like I'll miss all the old new stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
I can
I'm
see
going to
that.
be making new characters and probably running through content like that.
When you start, let me know, and we can all start together.
I was looking at the new races and classes this morning, trying to figure out what the fuck I want to play, and I have no idea. I'm so lost.
What are the new races?
Well, it's either Goblin for Horde or Worgen for Alliance. So
Oh,
I'm
I'll
going
be
to be a Goblin,
Hell yeah.
and I just don't know what class to play.
What's a Worgen?
It's like the werewolf kind of creature. You fight him in the
Sepulture? Or whatever it's called?
Sepulture.
Yeah, well, south of there, in the Silver Pine Forest.
There you go, Silver Pine Forest.
So we'll see.
It's funny how long you can play that game. You know, you can play it for hours and hours, weeks, months for some people. And you come away like just key moments that you remember, you know? And one thing I remember is like stumbling upon one of these epic creatures, you know, that just wanders around like a boss creature. And it was one of those Worgens on Sepulture. It's like this thing just walked up and killed me.
I remember that guy.
Son of a Rugal.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Yeah.
Son of a Rugal.
Yeah.
That fucker.
Yeah, that dude's a douche.
But anyway, so yeah, December 7th, I'll be making new characters and playing.
So are you excited to get back into WoW?
So excited. You know who's not excited?
Who?
My wife.
How come she doesn't like WoW?
Oh, she loves WoW. She loves the seasonal stuff. So
Yeah.
she'll probably play for a bit during the seasonal stuff, and then right after Valentine's Day, she'll probably quit.
Man, I'm secretly a hoarder. I always have like a vault full, or in the bank, I have stuff filled with all the seasonal stuff, like snowballs and fireworks and stuff like that.
Nothing better than throwing a snowball at someone in July. It's like, where the fuck did that come from?
Did they
awesome.
reverse that stuff for down under for Australia?
I don't know. That's a good question. Probably not.
Probably not, right?
Probably not, no.
Those Australian fuckers always have snowballs in the off years. Off months, I should say.
Yeah, they're throwing snowballs in December. They think they're so clever. Bring it.
We can load up.
Hey,
I tend to be a hoarder like that, though, in games.
Yeah.
Like, I just recently with... what am I playing right now? I was playing something with... one of
Borderlands?
the adventure games. Yeah, Borderlands. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. And I hoard like rocket launchers and things like that, and rocket ammo.
Because you always think you're going to need them later.
I don't know what Doom taught me to do that.
Yeah.
Like save the big ammo for the big boss at the end.
Definitely.
And it's bad. Like I love Gavin because he just pick up a rocket launcher, empty that thing out, and throw it down.
Like in Borderlands, there didn't used to be a bank when the game first came out. So you had to really like manage what you were carrying. Mm-hmm. But then with the Mad Moxie DLC, that's when they added the bank, the ability to save more stuff. And that really appeals to the game hoarders.
Do you have to have Mad Moxie now to have the bank? So if you still played the retail game?
I assume so, because it would be unpatched if you just had the retail game.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to try that on live micro console?
I have not had a chance to try it. I'm sorry.
It's pretty cool. The reason I ask is Borderlands is one of the games you can play on there.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's like a little $99 unit that's like, I don't know, a little bit bigger than an iPhone.
Yeah, a little
tiny.
And you can stream games over the internet on it.
It's like the size of an Apple TV.
It basically has a network port in, an HDMI port out, and then a controller that comes with it that connects to it.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I wish that it was wireless. Like, it's got that wired connection.
Yeah.
I wish it had a wireless internet connection.
Well, I read an article about it that said that while you're using this thing, it sucks down 1.8 gigs an hour.
Wow.
So that's what it takes to stream games to you live. So, like, basically this thing, you play it, but really you're playing on a dedicated computer somewhere else.
I guess, yeah. It just, like, streams the data to you?
It's streaming you the audio and video and then back up streaming your controls up to it.
It's amazing
crazy.
how fast it is, too. Like, Gus showed me by getting Arkham Asylum, and it was almost instant. It was about as fast as, like, watching a Netflix movie on Zune.
Yeah, you hit, like, buy, and it's like, please wait, and then you're playing the game.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
You wait for just a couple seconds. Which is really, really cool. I hope that I mean, I don't know. I was always kind of indifferent about the service when it was an application on the computer, but this seems like this is really cool. It uses a lot of bandwidth, but it uses very little power, which is used to be kind of a big deal for us.
It seems to me that this is a very short-sighted business model, though, because it's based on the fact that right now we have unlimited bandwidth, and that's quickly going away. Because I mean, we've seen Netflix streaming has that too, where I'm going to pull another number out of my ass here, but we read that like 20%.
Yeah, I think it was 20%
of the traffic in the U.S. now is Netflix streaming.
I read that too
during peak hour, during prime time hours.
Yeah, but that'll be a thing where it's like, well, you guys are streaming. Netflix is building their business on the backbone of other companies. Which, guess what? Most of them happen to be media companies. They're gonna clamp down on that.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, this again. They were going back to like a net neutrality argument. Netflix is paying for their access to that service. They're not just getting free bandwidth. They're paying for their bandwidth to send that data to people. People are paying for their bandwidth to receive that data.
No, I agree.
I don't understand why this is a problem. Both parties are already paying for the transaction. I mean, why should they have to pay more or get prioritized traffic?
Well, you understand, though, too, that the telecommunications industry, they're based on a dirty secret, which is that they don't expect everyone to be using the service.
Right.
Like the telephone, there's not enough circuits for everybody.
Right. If everyone picked up their phone, not everyone would get dial tone.
Right, exactly. And so the models are built on that. And then suddenly when you have something that can just sit there and constantly use the bandwidth, then you have a problem.
Right.
So, I mean, it might not be an issue of just like them being greedy, even though they will be. Yeah. But it could be an issue really of just, bandwidth. There's not a big enough pipe to service all this.
Well, they should raise the price on it and then do infrastructure upgrades.
But I'll tell you what.
That's the way it works.
Netflix introduced that no disc, just streaming option. Almost everyone I know is moving to that.
I signed up for it the second I read it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a couple of discs. I think I have 3 discs right now. I'll probably go down to 1.
You should have asked me because I would have kept a couple of discs because there's things you just can't get streaming that occasionally I want to watch.
Here's why I don't think we need it. We have 3 discs out right now. Can you tell me where those discs are? Or when the last time you saw them?
They're in the studio in one of the pieces of furniture we haven't moved back into the house.
And have you missed those discs in the last month?
I was thinking about watching Jeeves and Wooster Season 2 actually the other night.
Oh, yeah? Not thinking badly enough to actually go find the disc.
No. It's a whole walk out there.
Are you sure that the discs didn't get stolen when your house got broken into?
No, they were...
Are Netflix discs gone?
I hope not. If they were left anywhere near the computer.
No, they're fine. I'm pretty sure they're in the
Maybe
studio,
after the thieves watch the discs, they'll return them for you.
That would be the polite thing to do.
I think Jason put it best once when he said that for the amount of time he had it out, he estimates that he paid about $55 to make people think that he was going to watch Hotel Rwanda.
Right.
He had it like 9 months. It sat with him, and I have some like that.
I have to every now and then. I have to just get my discs and like bite the bullet and just return them, and then be like, I need to get better on my queue, and I have to manage it. And then I'll be good for a month, and then I'll forget, and like 2 or 3 months will go by, and then like I'll be good for a month.
It is kind of the true test of what you're actually
Right.
we're actually going to watch, because you'll get all these things, you just have so many like good intentions
Yeah,
to see,
like
but
a
you end
coup-
up watching like animated, the real Ghostbusters.
A couple months ago, I got The Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I was like, I really want to rewatch this. I remember really liking it, and I think I had that movie for 3 months, and finally I was like, I'm not going to watch this, and I had to return it.
It's too bad. It's a good movie.
You know who's in that
I've
for like
seen
a
it. Yeah, I
split
love it.
second? Bud Cort from Harold and Maude.
Is he really?
He's like has like a tiny little appearance in that movie.
There you go.
I did not know that.
I don't even know if he has a line. He just like walks in and like hands somebody something.
He plays the mashed potatoes.
Feel free to send your Bud Court sightings to Griffin at roosterteeth.com.
So the new Netflix plan, they're pricing it like the Hulu Plus, right? It's $7.99 a month.
$7.99, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, Netflix, I just read somewhere the Netflix CEO sees Hulu as their biggest competitor.
No, I totally believe that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, they have stuff that's recent.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hulu has better quality stuff. Hulu Plus has better quality stuff, I feel like.
we were doing preparation for the Drunk Tank Awards, so we want to make sure that we're up on all the recent media. So I asked Jeff and Gus to watch an episode of Modern Family on Hulu. And that would take, to get on Netflix, that would take 6 months for that episode to end up there. And it ends up on Hulu the next day.
I actually watched it on Zune, but yeah.
Oh, you watched it on Zune? So you streamed it on Zune?
I bought it, yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You bought the episode.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I watched it on Hulu Plus.
I'll tell you what, man. You know what's really fallen off for me is Blu-ray, and that's why these discs are going back. Is I really like Netflix that I could get Blu-ray discs, but now I get the Blu-ray disc. It seems way more inconvenient to watch a Blu-ray than ever before because I have one Blu-ray player in my house, and I have something that can stream Netflix pretty much in every room and in my pocket and in my laptop bag.
Yep.
You know, and it's just
Yeah, I had to break down and buy that second Blu-ray player because I was having the same problem. It's like I don't always want to watch a Blu-ray in my living room.
right. But the nice thing is that they're really cheap now. I mean, you can get Blu-ray players for $100 now. They've fallen to that point.
Yeah, and I think I saw there's going to be some Black Friday sales where you can get them for like $50.
I think our family is going to manage to ride out the Blue Wave storm until they're obsolete and have never purchased or watched one.
You never really.
Yeah, I just don't see the need for it.
There's still some stuff, though. I mean, I think Blu-ray still looks better, but it only matters on stuff like Avatar, I think.
Yeah, like at home we mostly just watch dumb comedies. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty much all we watch.
Like, I don't need to see Grown Ups on Blu-ray.
No.
You know?
You don't need
Have
to
you
see
guys
Grown-Ups
watched
at all.
Grown-Ups?
Oh, it's terrible.
God, I watched Grown Ups. That was fucking awful.
Terrible.
Yeah. What's up, Jack?
Absolutely
Grab a
terrible.
microphone.
I heard a
I gotta go be
statistic
parent.
Oh,
that
Jack called Griffin out.
And stay out.
so Jack's not joining us. Hey, Jack.
What's up, guys?
So what happened?
Tag.
You pulled Griffin out. Why? She needs
Sorry, Millie needed some attention.
Oh, Millie's off for school, so she's here with us today. And
Yeah.
Jack, you were watching her.
Yes, I was keeping an eye on her. She was watching Land Before Time. She watched the first 10 minutes twice.
She does that a lot.
Yeah.
It's really cool because when Millie comes here, like sometimes when Jeff and Griffin have to be on camera or something together, it's like she goes in and sits with Jack. So Jack kind of like hangs out with her as her buddy.
He only charges $8 an hour, too. Which is good.
Jack is always looking for another girl to be just friends with. Sorry, Jack.
All right, it's nice talking to you guys.
Oh, man.
If it makes you feel any better, Griffin got it for about 45 minutes.
Oh, really?
At the beginning of the
Yeah,
podcast.
man, Griffin got fucking roasted, man.
Really?
She was fucking put to the fire.
Hey, look, she got number one on Reddit. There's, you got to take the sweet with the sour. You know what I mean?
She got fucking patilloed, man. She was getting yelled at and
Oh, is this the
railroaded.
bad seat now?
So what are you up to? What have you been working on lately?
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood like crazy. Jeff and I have been pounding away on that.
Making
so.
achievement hunter videos?
Yeah. We did a map for it. We're trying to finish off the map today and prep some stuff for Friday.
Great game.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't say it enough.
I don't know if it's game of the year, but it's definitely up there. Like, okay, so Jeff and I were talking game of the year stuff. Would this the fact that Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is running the Assassin's Creed 2 engine almost like it's pretty much identical to Assassin's Creed 2 as far as the design of the game
Okay.
and the textures and stuff, does that detract from game of the year status for you?
No.
No.
No?
Absolutely
It's a
not.
game unto itself, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to think. There's other sequels that are like Halo 3 ODST. That's Halo 3. It's like a variant of Halo 3,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
But it was still its own game.
Left 4 Dead 2 was pretty different from Left 4 Dead 1,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
never forget that.
I don't know. There's some people who would argue that it was, essentially the same game, but just a different scenario.
But we said this all the time back in the Dead Rising days when we were like looking. There was no Dead Rising 2 announced, and we knew that it'd be 3 or 4 years off. And we were like, just use the same engine, use everything identically. Just give us a new story, and we'd be happy to pay $60 for it. The engine is good enough. The gameplay is good enough. The game looks good enough.
Yeah.
We don't need anything differently. We just want a new story to play. Just give us a new story to play.
That being said, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
really beautiful game.
I don't think I've heard anyone say anything negative about that game yet.
Yeah,
it's
everyone,
true.
everyone who's playing it seems to really like it.
They've added. I didn't play 2, so a lot of the stuff may have been present in 2. I've only played 1.
It's on that on live if you want to try it out.
That's cool. Maybe I will. They've added such a level of depth to the gameplay where there's management and there's like you having your own assassins and managing that whole thing and the property stuff, and it's really cool.
It's the best example of developers looking at a game that they made that did well and saying, what did we do good? What did we not do good? Let's improve upon that. And they did exactly that for
Those
this
developers need to learn better grammar.
Yeah, that's
Developers.
Come on!
even like the side questing, which I haven't gotten into yet, but it's there waiting for me.
Give it up for me!
That stuff is great.
I didn't say sit down.
I can't believe you guys still remember that. That's going to be
Man.
10 years old
We
now?
still find it funny after all these
I
years.
think it's older than 10 years.
It might be.
We're imitating Steve Ballmer, for those of you who were born after 1998. Steve Ballmer, who's the CEO of
He's now the
Microsoft.
CEO.
Yep.
Of Microsoft, and it was always like number 2 to Bill Gates, is a very excitable gentleman.
He's one big happy pit stain.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very sweaty man.
He looks like Kevin from The Office, if you're not familiar. and he's a notoriously like a cutthroat businessman. You know, he's kind of like the Joel Silver of the software world.
Ouch.
And what'd you say? I mean, Ballmer, you always hear the stories about him. Like, fuck this. Didn't he at a company meeting? He saw somebody with an iPhone. He brought it up on stage and stepped on it.
Yeah.
Took it away from him. Yeah.
I personally, dude, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love businessmen like that.
No,
They're
he's
just like,
a fucking guy to support his company.
fuck yeah, you do. Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I love the dude who's like, you're fine, get out, you know, use an iPhone. But he had a thing where he was at a company conference and the video got out and he's just running around cheerleading, I guess.
Screaming for developers.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's really awesome.
Then the remix came out.
That was like Drunk
That's
Gamers days,
fantastic.
because we had a bunch of Drunk Gamer stuff with
Steve
that.
Ballmer is probably personally responsible for the entire like viral video mashup movement now, because he made that little speech at the Microsoft company event.
It was awesome. I don't know who even knows what that event was, but we know there were developers there.
Absolutely, they were, and you know, hell, I'd love to have a boss who cheerleaded me that much. So, Jack, you just went to the UK for some reason. What was that?
Yes, I was actually in the UK visiting Criterion Games, the guys who do Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. They also did Burnout Paradise, or Burnout, Burnout Paradise.
Yeah, they did.
And I was out
Also-
there for 2 nights.
Also, every other Burnout game.
Not all of them, but most of them.
They also make awesome laser discs.
But I was out there checking out Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and talking to developers, stuff like that. Developers. And
Give it up for me.
and yeah, it was the first time I'd ever been to Europe, and that place is.
Now listen, you're gonna get fucking hate mail because
Yeah,
you just
dude.
called the UK Europe.
It's not.
Oh, is it not? So it's another continent that I didn't know about.
Guess what? It is.
Yeah.
But they try to
don't-
act like it's not.
All right.
I heard you ate a lot of great British food while you were there.
Yeah. So EA planned out our meals. The first night we got there, I'd never been to the UK before, never been to London, anything like that, and we were in Guildford, which is about 45 minutes south of London. And the developers took us out to eat, and of course they took us to a very traditional, England place, TGI Fridays.
Funny, we were just talking about them.
Yeah,
that's true.
And so we had a nice meal at TGI Fridays. I had myself a staple in the beer drinking industry out there, Corona. It was delicious. And then
What did you eat at TGI Fridays?
I think I had a steak actually. So
I was really hoping
Way to
you'd say
stick it to
fried cheese
Criterion.
cheeseburger.
yeah. And then the next night we
Why would it be called TGI Fridays? It doesn't seem like that would translate to the UK culture. Would it be like, thank the Queen, it's Friday? Or God save the Friday? Or something like that?
But then the next day we were there playing the game. We were pretty much just like sat in front of like machines and just played all day. And they're like, all right, dinner's here, and it was Domino's Pizza. So yeah. Although that night though, a few of us who were there, some of the PR or some of the writers and stuff, we actually went out to a pub, it was called King's Head Pub, right next to a castle, which was kind of cool. And that was like a legit European or UK place, I guess.
They're kind of famous. They had an actual king's head there.
Then they went to a Scottish restaurant, McDonald's.
Man, they had McDonald's, they had a Subway, they had a KFC, a Taco Bell, like you just like right in the middle of town.
You know what?
Man,
They probably blame you for that. I mean,
Probably.
they're probably not real happy about that either. That's our culture spreading across the world.
Nice.
McDonald's and Subway.
Like
Yeah,
a
but-
fucking virus.
They don't. They love that shit over there though. Like, do you remember when we went to Amsterdam with Gavin? Like, the first thing he wanted to do when we got there was to go to McDonald's.
It's true. He did.
Really?
Yeah, we hit the Netherlands and Gavin's like, I'm starving. Let's go to McDonald's. And I was like, what? And he's like, McDonald's is great. Everybody eats at McDonald's. And they're like, that shit is cool over there to them for some reason.
When we went to Australia, I wanted to eat meat pies, and they thought that was ridiculously stupid because apparently there's like some trash food that they eat there. But they have these meat pie stands. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They're
So good.
Yeah, they are.
so good.
Yeah, apparently kebabs are big right now. In the
There's a
UK.
place off by the campus called Boomerangs that sells meat pies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like in the UK and in Europe, the late night kind of like you've been out all night, drinking or whatever, you go out and eat. Here, that's Chinese food. There, it's Indian food. Like
Oh, yeah.
other places, they have a lot of Indian places that are open till like 2 a.m.
God damn, the Indian food over in England is so fucking good too.
Speaking of fucking good food, did we talk about Kreitz's yet?
Ugh.
No, we did talk about cows though, and we missed our segue
Oh,
to talk
man.
about Kreitz's.
Dude.
Let me ask you a quick trivia question.
Okay.
Now. In Australia, they have Burger King, but it's now called Burger King. Do you know what it's called?
I have no idea.
Gus, do you know what Burger King is called?
Royale with
Hungry
cheese.
Jacks.
Hungry Jacks.
Hey, really?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Do you know in
I want a
Kuwait?
shirt that says that.
In Kuwait, they have Burger Queen.
Really?
Why? Really?
I don't know, but that's what they have. I don't know if it's associated with Burger King or if it's like a knockoff, but they were all over Kuwait City when I was there. Burger
McDowell's.
Queen.
You know, I just read an article on Slashdot yesterday that said that the country of Kuwait has banned DSLR cameras unless you're a journalist.
Yeah,
Only
that's
journalists
crazy.
are allowed to take photos with DSLR cameras in the country of Kuwait now.
in public.
In public.
That's weird.
That is
Did
interesting.
they say why they did that, Gus?
No, I think it was. I have no idea. No,
All right, so Kreitz's was awesome.
So Halo Waypoint came in town to visit with us yesterday, and we took them out to Kreitz's, which is, Jack, why don't you explain what this is?
Kreitz's is one of, if not the best barbecue place on planet Earth. It's the brisket there is. If there was a bone for it to fall off of, it would fall off the bone. It's the kind of stuff like the place is. It's so good they don't have sauces there.
Right.
You can't ask for a barbecue sauce. They don't have ketchup. I don't think they have ketchup there.
I have a small aside in that. The first time Gus and I ever went there, I think we went with you, Bernie, and we were sitting kind of by the counter, and this lady walked over to the counter where you can buy like your sides, like pickles and jalapenos and stuff. And she asked the lady, she goes, "Yeah, there's no sauce on my table, no barbecue sauce." And the lady goes, "Did you need barbecue sauce?" And the lady goes, "Well, yeah, that's why I'm looking for it." And she goes, the employee goes, "Maybe you shouldn't eat here then." And the lady goes, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "If you think you need barbecue sauce, this is not the place for you. Maybe you just shouldn't eat here."
and then the employee turned around and walked away
And
from
walked
the
away
customer
from
who was still standing there dumbfounded at the counter.
That's
it was
awesome.
fucking awesome.
You're talking about bosses that yell at people. I love that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just like, sorry if you have problems with it. But anyway, Kreitz's, the food there is insane. Bernie took a photo of it. And what was the response on Twitter?
It was a mix of that looks incredible, or people who have actually been to Kreitz's before were like, "Oh man, I wish I was there right now." And then some people are like, "What is that you're eating? That looks horrible."
Yeah.
This pile
It's,
of meat and sausage and ribs.
But you can only go there about twice a year.
Yeah.
Your body can only
Yeah.
handle.
I felt it
twice a
last
year.
night.
I did too, man. It was rough.
You feel like an anchor.
And
when
also,
you walk out of there.
it also ruins other barbecue because it's
It does.
so good.
I was going to say, though, you know that they opened a Cooper's in New Braunfels, and I went to that Cooper's in New Braunfels.
No shit. How is it?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
This was Cooper's like a legendary place we've always heard about it out in Llano, Texas, but we've never made the trip out to Llano.
Atlanta. I
together.
mean, I was driving back from San Antonio, and I saw a billboard. And it was like, "There's a Cooper's in New Braunfels." So I pulled over and ate there. But I think the brisket is a little better at Kreitz's, but I think everything else is better at Cooper's.
Supposedly they have a pork chop there that's supposed to be the most amazing thing you'll ever eat in your entire life.
What do you guys?
I did not order that, but I got to try that.
What do you guys doing for lunch?
How do we do this? How do we do this? If we want to go eat a good pork chop, we should go back to that restaurant where we ate for that.
Oh fuck, Perry's.
Yeah, Perry's.
Man,
thing
yeah,
was
that
ridiculously
was a
good.
serious pork chop. You got like a 3-pound pork chop.
It was good.
That sounds awesome.
It was like the size of my kid.
It was really good. But this place that we go to eat at Kreitz's, and Kreitz's is spelled Kreuz '.
Yes.
It looks like cruises, but it's pronounced Kreitz's. It's down in Lockhart, Texas. And Lockhart, Texas, apparently is their entire economy is based on smoked meats, is what it seems
Pretty
like.
much, yeah.
And they kind of fancy themselves to be the barbecue capital of the world, at least Texas barbecue, which is mostly beef barbecue. Some of you fucking heathens who live in the southeast part of the United States will think it should be pork barbecue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
retarded.
we hope you get well soon. But if you talk to somebody in Austin, about going down to Lockhart. Everyone has a specific place they go. And to us, it's like, why would you not go to Kreitz's?
Yeah.
And other people are like, absolutely not. I
Yeah,
want to go near that place.
There's like a triangle of barbecue. It's,
it's
Kreitz's, Smitty's, and
Black's.
Black's. I have been to Black's on recommendation, and it's not as
I've
nearly as
I've
good.
only been to Kreitz's, and I don't regret that
Well,
at
it's
all.
a fucking 30-minute drive. You don't want to drive 30 minutes and get the wrong barbecue.
Well, you don't want to
know?
get the wrong barbecue and be like, I should have gone to the other place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I already drove 30 minutes down here. Oh.
Or you can pull a George Foreman and just go to all three of them.
Well, you can end up going to the other places because they also keep strange, like, family business hours where
Yeah.
we're not open on Tuesday or we're not open on Sunday. So you go all the way down and you're like, I made you call when we were in the
Yeah.
truck going down to make sure they were open.
Or like, yeah, we close at 4 on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
What?
But I got to say, there's nothing better than when you take someone there who's from out of Texas, especially like Seattle or Los Angeles or some highfalutin place, and you take them down there. It's the middle of nowhere, Texas, and they have the best barbecue of their life.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
because when Waypoint was down here, Seattle was covered in snow when everyone was fucking holed up in their homes trying to survive, and they're down here fucking
Yes.
living life, eating
just-
barbecue.
It's the simplest thing ever. It's 2 slices of bread with brisket and like chunks of cheddar cheese on there.
And onions and jalapenos.
And then when you're
my
all done, you got to
God.
top it off with one of those Bluebell ice cream sandwiches.
Yes,
yeah.
I made everybody eat the ice cream sandwiches
That's the
yesterday.
grease,
You
man.
got to fucking top that off. It seals the flavor in.
You get a Mexican Coke, and they had the cane sugar Big Reds too. Oh, that's good
I
stuff.
mean, what the hell? Why don't we give a shout out here too? Because if people are really actually interested in this, because we talk about a lot of local places to eat, you can actually eat Kreitz's if you want to, because they will ship anywhere in the world.
Yeah, that's
now,
true.
You'll have to heat it up yourself, and I've never tried it, but I did send Matt when he was living in Los Angeles. I sent him for his birthday. I sent him a full Kreitz's dinner. It was like 5 pounds of beef
Nice.
and a bunch of sausage and all that stuff. And
Nice.
and Anna's Matt's wife is one of the few people in the world probably capable of like heating it back up to where it'll taste just like it did at Kreitz's.
Yeah.
And so she did that, and he came home and he had Kreitz's on his table when he came home, and he was like, "What the
Awesome.
hell?" This place is awesome though. You go and you literally just order. It's like they don't even call it a restaurant; it's called a meat market. Mm-hmm. And you go and you order the meat, and you order by the pound or by the sausage or whatever,
The link or whatever.
Yeah. And then that's it. Then you do that at that counter, and the other counter is where you order your sides. Your sides are essentially a block of cheese, an onion, an avocado, and a tomato.
You also get pickles.
You get pickles, sliced pickles.
and
But-
jalapenos.
But there's no, like, prepared anything, you know?
No.
I guess they have, like, some kind of beans there, too, but nobody ever gets those.
Yeah, they have like a
They have-
German
they-
potato salad.
It's in
nobody
a
ever
crock
eats.
pot. Like, it's not even like in a big serving tray or like they have a little crock pot like you buy at Walmart for like $20 or something.
Yeah, the place is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, is everything okay? I mean, Griffin's been gone a long time.
I don't know. Millie had to use the little girl's room. So
Oh, I'm sure Griffin just figured you guys were tagging out.
I mean,
Oh.
for the duration.
She's like,
no.
fuck this, I'm out of here. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, after the
Hipster
drubbing.
abuse. She's probably, like, in the studio riding around on a hipster bicycle, like one of those huge front wheel with a small back wheel or something like that.
This was awesome.
you
I
guys,
figured how a girl can grow a handlebar mustache.
you guys were calling Griffin a hipster?
I was saying that Jeff and Griffin might not realize it, but I think they're hipsters.
And then Griffin came out of the hipster closet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We went to a coffee house that I had to park 8 blocks away from because it was too crowded, and everyone was there, like, you know, chatting about
Snapping
Paul
their fingers
Sartre.
and stuff.
Yeah, snapping their fingers. And we saw an amateur fire dancing show, and that's what was going on while we're sitting there in a hollowed out fuselage of an airplane.
Yeah, you mean you saw a break video?
99 out of 100 people would go, fire dancing, that's cool. Bernie
No.
is that one person
No.
who goes, I want my donuts.
I'm not crazy. It's too much. Amateur fire dancing show?
Amateur fire dancing, I agree with. That's a little bit like I don't know about that.
These are like dudes who look like they just rolled out of a tent and like got up and they're doing their fire dancing show. I mean, these are not
They look like fire dancers. I mean,
I don't understand the problem here. That doesn't sound bad at all. Maybe if you're 80, you know, I understand that they wouldn't do this in fucking like mini Republican land where you live,
motherfucker.
but
You didn't go. You went home. I was out. I was there. You and Gus were in the safety of your house going, sounds okay to me. It's like, come out, motherfuckers. Have a great time.
Bernie just turned into Mark Wahlberg all of a sudden. What happened there?
You didn't go. I'm happy I'm finally getting my voice back. I spent a week like having no voice at all.
it's true.
Yeah.
That's a new thing since we started doing Red versus Blue. Occasionally I just yell my voice out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, should we talk about Immersion launching today?
We should probably talk about Immersion launching today.
So Immersion is launching today, and
Immersion
it's,
launches today.
Hey, it's the pilot, right? We're launching that today.
yeah, I want to be clear. We actually kind of got. I didn't know that the door, which we kind of put out as a promotion for Immersion starting, I didn't know that was going to like race up Reddit as quickly as it did, and it was going to get linked on Kotaku and all that stuff as well. because we hadn't even posted it on our site yet. But it's kind of like I don't want to call it a soft launch or anything like that, but I'm being very careful. Is that Immersion starts today, but it starts with the pilot that everyone probably saw that we showed at PAX already, which was the video game car.
Slightly recut, though.
So it'll be slightly recut on our site, and then for the YouTube version, we're not going to change.
Yeah.
Because we want to, preserve the date that it came out and everything else, and all the original comments and all that. So yeah, it'll come out today, but we were going to use the recut version of the pilot. We were going to use that as the announcement on our site, but man, things just kind of got away from us.
That Reddit thing was crazy.
We'll get good at promotions one of these days. We'll be able to figure out how all this stuff works, and we'll be able to coordinate it a little better.
Yeah, we're pretty awful at that stuff.
But later at the premiere party, we're going to have fire dancing and
Cool. I look forward to
knife
that.
juggling. That's going to be wonderful.
You're going to have a mustache trimmer there?
So this week, will be the car one, and then next week we have a very fun one.
Yeah.
Which plays into the week of special videos we have next week.
It is.
Yeah.
And
You guys have already talked about that? I mean, I just said special videos.
we haven't said who they're with or anything like
But
that.
yeah,
Or if they're with anybody.
we did say that.
God, we have a video that we wrote and we shot and edited, and it's such a timely video, and we're just sitting on it waiting for this week of videos to come up.
I know.
And it's just like,
I want to put it up today.
I know, I want to put it out today, too. You know what I mean? You just hope everything stays the way it is for the next week in the world.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that so we can come back later and say, see, when other people put up videos, we weren't being
You
derivative.
fucking put your placeholder.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
put your fucking flag in the sand.
That's what I was talking about.
So did you see that?
So please watch Immersion. We're very excited about it. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
So we had a lot of fun making it. The best part of that show was doing the stuff that's in the episodes. It was essentially just an elaborate way for us to be able to do fun stuff and pay for it.
So is it going to be a regular thing, like every Wednesday now?
It'll be every Wednesday, and it runs for 8 episodes, and then we'll see after that. We might do a second season, but we're not really even calling it a season or anything like that.
Just a run?
It's just fun stuff that we wanted to do.
Nice.
And we wrapped it in show, so we had the excuse to do it.
Yeah, and we've filmed 6 of them now. I think
Yeah, we have 6 done.
6 done.
6 are completely done.
That's awesome.
And we have half of the final 2 done.
It's fun to. Some of the stuff we did was so much fun and so cool that it's really hard to sit on it. Like some of that stuff we did like back in May. We've been filming it steadily, so like May and June and July.
Yep.
I'm so excited that people can finally see it because some of that stuff's just an absolute blast.
Man, I rewatched the truck episode, the video game truck episode. That was so much fun that day. I got so sunburned, but still, it was so much fun and so surreal. And trying to describe to anyone what it felt like to drive that truck, because we all took turns after we were done shooting to drive it. It's the weirdest feeling in the world ever.
For some reason, I was super exhausted after that day of shooting. I think I went home and I fell asleep like at 9 p.m. that night.
Not
It was
the
a
passed
long
out.
day of shooting.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest feeling in the world until that got replaced by another episode of Immersion.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah. I
yes.
think I know what you're talking about.
We did something similar to the car thing. It's kind of a similar gag, but entirely different. And that one is actually, you talk about like we drove the car and we like explain to people what it was like. This other one that we did, we keep going back to the ending because we're trying to like get it across of like, this is what you're seeing. You're just used to seeing it filmed, but it's like we don't know if we're capturing the experience of what it was like to be in this rig that we built.
Yeah.
So
Fucking crazy.
yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy.
So we're working on that one. I think that's like the 4th episode. I think I'll look at them now and see which one it is.
Cool.
But this will be airing every single week. So it'll be going. Immersion will be running from now until
Almost January.
middle of January, probably. Yeah, middle-ish. Beginning of January.
Oh, yeah, I guess
And
so.
then who knows?
That's right. We're almost done with November.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. This year's gone by so fast.
Yeah. Thanksgiving's this week. Jeff asked me to work on Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
That's pretty awesome. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it.
I did.
Hopefully later today, I will be making my jalapeno turkey for the office.
Looking forward to it.
Definitely looking forward to that.
I brought all my gear in. I was going to make it yesterday, but Kreitz's derailed it.
Oh God!
As much as I like that jalapeno turkey, I mean, when you have a chance to go to Kreitz's, you do not.
you take
You don't
it.
fuck around.
You don't fucking know. Crisis is not a joke.
Man. And next Wednesday is December. I only know that because next Wednesday is my 1-year anniversary at Rooster Teeth Productions. Yay me.
Congratulations.
Started on Thanksgiving last year.
No, I started December 1st last year.
So next week is your first. Okay.
Let's face it, yeah.
I was still stuck on tomorrow. Sorry,
So
I'm trying to find my immersion notes here. To see
Oh, hey,
what
while
that
you're
says.
looking up Immersion, I have something I would like to pimp. I am putting 2 new items in the store today that I'm very excited about. We have made a Ask Me About My Zombie Plan hoodie.
You're about to fall asleep?
No.
You all right?
Ask Me About My... Like,
you
due
missed the
to-
podcast intro song.
Due to popular demand, we've created a Ask Me About My Zombie Plan hoodie most popular shirt of all time on our site.
And it's a pullover hoodie too,
It's a
right?
pullover hoodie, yeah. Because the graphic wouldn't work on it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't split it up. And then a Griffball athletic department hoodie as well.
Oh, really?
So if you guys want to buy those, they're up in the store.
What color is the Griffball hoodie?
It's black with orange lettering.
That's cool.
It's really nice. Yeah,
Sounds awesome.
It looks really sweet. And it's got like white outlines, so the orange kind of pops.
And we mentioned we're having an Achievement Hunter shirt pretty soon. It's
Yeah,
not up yet,
there'll
but
be an
it's
Achievement
coming.
Hunter shirt in the next 2 or 3 weeks too.
Sweet.
But this is the time when we start to roll out all of our holiday merchandise.
Yeah.
This isn't even like these 2 hoodies are like the opening salvo. There'll be a ton of stuff coming.
Okay.
I should point out the Griffball Leagues, too, have just started playing their games, their custom games in Reach now. So they're doing the Griffball variants in Reach as well. So if you're interested in playing Griffball, you should check out griffball.com.
Now's a good time to get started.
I was actually
Or
reading
Griffball Hub.
I was actually reading on HBO yesterday that the European League signups are going on right now.
Is there a amateur league in Griffball?
I think so.
I think the last time I played Griffball was probably 8 months ago.
You want to get a team going, me and you?
Yeah, sure.
I'll play in an amateur
I'll
team.
play a Griffball game.
Yeah, you were a commissioner, Jack, for our Griffball Leagues. I was the first 2 seasons I was a commissioner. Now we can't even play.
No, the game has changed so much. I mean, even like probably 6 months after I stopped being commissioner, the game had already changed so much that it was like, I can't do this. The game was played in the air. Like these guys do these like hammer jumps and stuff that I don't even know if you can pull that off in Reach, but it was ridiculous. I'm sitting there just, I shouldn't be on this court.
They've got a ton of new game types too that are
Yeah.
pretty cool. Supposedly, like there's jetpacks.
See, I don't know if I'm as cool with that because once you start adding more and more stuff to something, it kind of loses its initial.
Well, luckily for the purists out there like Jack, they still have the original Griffball game type. They call it vanilla Griffball.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
That's like when people ask what my favorite first-person shooter was, I say Doom 2. Like, no looking up, no looking down, no jumping. It's just straight up, you fire a gun at enemies, and that's it.
Okay.
All right.
There
Fair
you go.
enough. Why Doom 2? You need that double
'Cause
barrel
The
shotgun?
double barrel, man.
Is it
seemed like the
can I ask you
maps
a
were a
question?
little better.
Is it the first FPS you played?
No, Wolfenstein would have been the first. Castle Wolfenstein. The original.
It's the first one. Wolfenstein, the
Man,
first
that
one I
game
played
gave me
too.
fucking headaches.
Yeah.
I couldn't play that game for more than like 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
I feel like I was going to throw up.
Then,
What do you think is the game yours is easy, Gus, because you played WoW. What is the game, Jeff, that you think you've played more than any other game?
In my life?
Just in time played.
Can I pick a franchise?
Sure.
I would say Halo, probably. Certainly if you count in all the Red vs. Blue production time, but if you don't, I really don't know. I played the shit out of Burnout 2 for like a year
was a good
straight.
game.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. I played that like constantly, hours and hours a day.
you haven't played Hot Pursuit yet, have you?
No.
You should pick it up.
I will.
It's a lot of fun.
I don't know. What about you, Bernie?
If I had to pick a single game that I've played more than any other game, I would probably say Ultima 4. Even though I was younger, so I feel like maybe I played that game more than I did, but I think I played that game for every day for about 7 months.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I think that, but it might have been 2, and I'm just misremembering it.
I know the game that I have, like games that keep track of your online of your play. I played GoldenEye for a full day and a half of recorded game time play, which seems like a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I played Tactics Ogre for actually a day and a half's not much. It was like a week. I played this game on the Game Boy Advance.
It was GBA.
This game called Tactics Ogre. One time I looked down at my save file and I had 120 hours
Wow.
in it.
That was
So-
a good game.
But
Yeah.
thinking back now, I probably played Super Mario Brothers. God knows how many hours. Like when I was a kid, that was the only game we really had. So it was me and my buddy. We got to the point where we would beat the game because like it wouldn't let the second one wouldn't let Luigi play until Mario died, and we would go through it and beat the game without dying, and then intentionally kill ourselves so the next person could play.
Yeah.
That's all we did.
Yeah, I used to play Punch Out as like the other people would play Mario. I played Punch Out.
Yeah.
So
But like if I look at what do you say is an average length of a match in say Halo 2?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's
Between
pretty
7
good.
to 10. Yeah.
No, it's not 5 minutes. It's I think Jeff's right. Like 10
Between
minutes.
5 and 10.
Take it easy. Take it easy. So if I log my out, wow. Okay, so if I take my 2,500 games that I played in Halo 2, and I multiply that by 10 minutes per game, and then divide that by 60, it says I played that game for 420 hours.
There you go. That's a lot,
That's a long time. 416 hours to be specific.
and that's not counting campaign.
That's a good point.
You know,
And it certainly doesn't count the time I spent in for Red versus Blue.
yeah. And you figure you beat that. You beat it. You probably played the campaign through a couple times, and then you did a legendary run, which probably took you 20 and 30 hours.
Did
by
you do a
itself.
legendary run?
On Halo 2?
Halo 2? No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, no achievements. Might not have been intended to.
I thought everybody did. I did a legendary
run?
too.
I don't think I did.
I think I played up to the very first encounter with the Covenant and Legendary, and I was like, this is too hard.
You're
And I
done.
stopped.
Yeah, I don't know if I did. I don't know if in Halo 3 I did a solo legendary run. Was that an achievement?
No, it wasn't. I did
mine co-op, I know that.
Yeah.
Well, I got my achievement for co-op, but I did about half of it solo, and I just got to a point where I couldn't continue.
I was trying to remember that in Reach. By the way, if you play Reach, and this is the week of Thanksgiving in 2010, if you play Reach, this week is, I think, the biggest weekly challenge they've ever had.
It's awesome.
And if you are not up to date on it, you need to get cracking because the weekly challenge is to complete 16 daily challenges, and there's only 4 a day. So you need to average between 2 and 3 a day in order to get this thing. And it's 16,000 credits.
So it's like half a level.
Pretty much.
Griffin's back.
Hey,
Come on in, Griffin. What's that?
tag out.
I just wanted to mention the immersion starting today.
Oh, that's a good point.
You're behind the times.
Where have you been?
I was doing stuff out there.
What would you like to say about it?
Bye, Jack.
Bye, Internet.
What
What would you like to say about immersion?
That I'm very, very excited. Well, here's the thing: we were gonna, it was gonna be something we started a while. I mean, we started a while ago, but then it kind of got pushed because we had other series that we're working on that were a little bit. They're already established, and we wanted to get ahead. I just want to say that it's been really fun working on it, and I'm just excited finally to show everyone since we've been talking about it sort of slyly for a while. Was there something else I needed to say?
I was saying earlier, I hope people like it because it really was just this elaborate way for us to do these things that we wanted to do, like try these things out. And we happen to film it, and let's hope people enjoy it, right? I hope it comes across in editing. Especially, we were talking about the episode that's kind of like the car one in terms of the gadgetry.
Right.
And we're like, this change of perspective, how do we get this across, you know? And I think it's working, but we'll see when it comes out.
Yeah, it is. There's some that are. It's like you were saying last night that with immersion, there's some episodes. It's kind of like walking a fine line, like trying to make things come across in the way we want them to, or what we felt like we were doing when we were doing it.
Right, exactly. Like it's not too much like we're trying to recreate a video game, and more like just see how that would one perspective or that one part of the video game would apply to real life,
right,
and how that would change things.
But you're right. It has been. I almost feel like it's been sort of almost like a break. Like filming, it's been a break from the other work we're doing because we just get everyone together and go and like play essentially, and then film the process.
And forget a ton of stuff and have Joel bring it.
We still have to pay people for it though. I don't know why that is.
Oh yeah,
It's even more fun.
I like that you guys are like, we just get together and play. It's fun for the guys that are playing and not getting hit with baseball bats and shit.
Yeah, there was some not fun stuff.
There were two people involved in immersion that play meant a different thing.
Anytime you brought it up, those people would go, all right.
There was actually a couple episodes where we didn't tell you guys, and we just kind of sprung some stuff on you too.
Yep.
That was fun.
Awesome. That's so much fun.
And the finale stuff, we have some fun stuff lined up for you guys too.
Great.
That should be a lot of fun. I'm really I had a new idea for
much
that I
fun.
want to talk to you about, Griffin.
Oh, great. Okay, good.
Love it. But we should also be clear too, the Left 4 Dead door does not actually figure into anything we're doing with immersion. That's just something that we're doing to decorate the
cool
office.
for the office.
It was just like see what Griffin can do because she talks so much shit about how talented she is all the time.
I don't.
Like, what are you
talk
capable
about
of?
it.
If anybody has any ideas for shit Griffin could build, let us know.
She built some that's half the fun too. We didn't mention this is like this office is filled with props that we did have for immersion and we can't show those.
Yeah, that's true.
So one of the things was cool is we were able to show the door and hint at some of the cool stuff we're going to do and the quality of it. But I mean, there's one prop that sits in our studio that we all love.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And the funny thing is, we'll
awesome.
talk about it later. But Griffin keeps telling us not to touch it because it's going to die when we went to shoot it. That thing's been fine for like 3 months now.
It's true.
No,
It's true.
but it felt like it was falling apart. It was falling to pieces. We kept pushing that episode back, filming it, and then now, of course, it's totally fine. Like it didn't get.
Maybe you
mangled.
should have more faith in your ability to build shit.
No, but it was falling apart. Honestly, it was falling apart. I was fixing it up to when we were using it, and then I didn't care. And now, of course, it's.
You fixed it really well then.
All right.
You did a fantastic job.
I think we're teasing too much.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
All
I
right.
will say, though, that thing, I think Gus's encounter with it, Gus got hurt more than the object did.
Yeah, I was hurting for a few days after that.
It was fucking funny, though.
Very excited. So, shorts, are we all wrapped up? Have we gone through all the shorts, Archie shorts? Or do we have one more this week?
One more comes out this week.
And
this
then
will be the last one.
Then we have our special week of essentially shorts with this group coming next week. We're very excited about that.
What's this week's short? It's called Notes, is that right?
Noted to death.
Noted to Death?
Have we announced that?
I think it's in the hopper.
I think it's in the hopper. I mean, people can buy the DVD already, right?
Speaking of which, You can buy the Rooster Teeth Short Season 2 DVD.
I watched it for the first time all the way through yesterday. It was fun.
I still haven't had a chance. I'm gonna hopefully check it out later today.
There's the section.
I'll show my family for Thanksgiving. I'll show them Frag Dude.
I'm not spoiling anything here, but there's this section called staff interviews where like they do like a little
You were
interview
very
with each
funny.
person. No. I was just gonna say I hadn't seen anybody else's interviews. I only saw the one that I did, and they turned out really well. You guys were all really funny.
You two are just going to snark each other to death.
Yeah,
today.
that's the love.
They are married.
Good for you.
So fucking happy.
Yeah, you remember the part of the podcast earlier when we were talking about how inconvenient physical media is and discs? Well, forget that because we have...
Guess what? Your bandwidth won't be used up by ordering a DVD.
That's right.
It's much less bandwidth to order a DVD than it is to stream all the episodes.
And this is a normal
saving.
normal DVD, not one of those hipster Blu-ray DVDs. So you don't have to feel like a douchebag when you watch it.
But people are always very nice. They always ask us how they can support the Drunk Tank podcast. They hear about our woes about not having a sponsor, which we had an offer in email. Did you see that?
Yeah,
a little listener to sponsor. You gonna pick him up on that?
No, I don't think so.
Our first sponsor. Anyway, but the way that all this works is that we have the DVDs for Red vs. Blue and the shorts, and of course the videos that we have online. And if you support those, then you're supporting
Rooster
the
Teeth
Drunk
is
Tank
our
podcast.
sponsor.
Exactly.
Rooster Teeth is our advertiser.
And we appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Rooster Teeth.
Thank you, Rooster Teeth.
All right, well, I feel like we're at a good place to wrap this up
Yeah.
before we go too long.
Do you want to go to Cracker Barrel and order some more sides of?
Yeah, if we wait till 3 p.m., yes, I want to go to Cracker Barrel. I want to go to whatever's across the street at 3 p.m.
No, I found out about this new place. It serves Indian food fused with Asian, and they serve it in a hubcap. And you all have to do a headstand while you eat it.
Really, it sounds... Oh, it's probably located next to the chicken and donut place where you can get your donuts covered in bacon and maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, that's right next to the sensory deprivation chamber where you can go and you can drink coffee all day.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
All right, take care.